Hello friends, how are you? Welcome back to the channel SK45. In this video, we are going to talk about the scope in JavaScript. The scope is basically the visibility or accessibility to the variable. Okay, so okay. So first, let's see this program. This is a simple program, and then it's a test function. We are trying to print the name. Okay, we have declared a variable here, okay, called person name, and trying to print that. Okay, so when we try to run, it will give you this output. It will print up name Pankaj. Okay, so now try to uh, print the try to write this line here also. Okay, oh sorry, personal name, person name. Okay, we can talk about. See, now we are getting the error. Okay, we are getting the error here, console.log person name line number 13 in this JS file, line number 13. Why? Because here at this place, at this line does not have visibility to this variable. Why? Because the scope, the visibility to this function, to this variable is function level only. Okay, we have function level scope. So what does it mean is whatever the variable we declared can only be accessed inside this function. That is called the function level scope. We don't need to do or anything. We don't need to write anything. But if we just declare inside a function, that will be accessible to the to inside the function only. Okay. Now see one more thing. If I write here variable, a same variable person name is equal to Amit. Okay, now try to run the program. Okay, it is printing the Pankaj and Amit. So first this line is get called. Okay, so it is printing function Pankaj, and this line is called here, so it is printing. You can see here why this line, mm, this line referring the person name from here, from the global visibility. This person has global visibility in this JS file. Okay, global visibility in this JS file, uh, this variable has. So uh, this is able to print here. Okay, um, and we know that this is a function level, so there is no collision, there is no problem happening. Okay, this is accessible in the global scope, and this is accessible in the function scope. Now one more thing I would like to say about the global scope function. Global scope, if we remove it from here, okay, let's see what is going to happen. You see, now Amit is not printing. Okay, Amit is not printing. Why? What happened? Because it is replacing. It is replacing this value. Simple. This line replacing the value of this one. Okay, simple. Now remove this line. Now remove this line. Now see what happens. Again, it is printing. And just now I said that function variable declared in the function has only accessibility to the function only. Then why it is accessible here? Yes, that's the point. The point is that when, if we do not declare the word var, okay, in JavaScript, if we don't declare the word var, by default this assignment, this variable will be declared as global scope, into the global scope. Okay, that is the reason. So that needs to be taken care. If you are not declaring variable in the even inside the function scope, that will actually become a global scope of variable. Okay, so you can see that. One important note here is to say about, when you're writing a good program, we should declare variable with the least scope. Least scope means unnecessary. The data visibility should not be outside the context means this method has its own context. Function level, we have another function called, function test2. This has its own context. This is the visibility area here. It's so we should define or declare the variables which has least scope. Least scope means try to declare it locally. Okay, try to declare locally means whatever the variable we declare inside the function or in a block is a local variable. Okay, this is not available outside. So if it is not necessary, don't define global variables because that is going to make problems. Okay, we will okay, so we saw that scope using this variable has global scope and functional scope. Using this word, using this keyword where we can define the variables with the global scope and functional scope. Variable where does not have block level scope. Block level scope is what? Let me try to uh, write that. This is a block, okay, we can say, and here we define where where again the person name is equal to which, okay, and I'm trying to write here the console.log person name. Okay, so we can see we are able to access the person name which is declared with the keyword where is accessible. So now try to define this with let. Okay, see this, we are getting this might be reference error. Yeah, reference error because it's saying person name is not defined. So person name is not defined. Why? Because um, this person name is not available outside of this block. Okay, so as I wanted to say, in ES6 we have got a new scope called block scope. um, so previously, prior to ES6, we had a global scope and functional scope that we saw now. Okay, just a few minutes back we saw that. But in the ES6, we got using the let and const keyword, we can define the block level variables. So you just saw that. Okay, if we define with the where does not support the block level the scope. So if we define with the where, it will not give an error. But here, it's not giving an error. But actually, why then this restriction is given? Why the programming language or industry provided this let and constant keyword? uh, because we already have broader scope, we already have where as a broader scope, global scope. Then what is the reason of providing this let and const with the least, with the, yeah, this is the with the least visibility, which is block scope. Let me tell you, let me go. So let me define something for you. um, See here, we have a variable called where person name is equal to xyz. Okay, now we create a function, function test, and we define here where person name is equal to abc. Okay, now inside of this we have, let's say, try block, try catch, error, just do nothing here. One more try block, one more try block. Okay, um, catch, and do nothing here. So here I want to say, now define something here. uh, Let person name is equal to 1 2 3. Okay, and let let person name, sorry, let person name is equal to 001. Okay, just to give an attention here, I would like to introduce you with, so this is a global level scope. At global level, this has the global level visibility, means this person name can be accessed anywhere in this JS. Okay, this particular line of code means this variable has visibility to the functional scope. That means what? This variable can be accessed anywhere inside this function. Okay, and the new, which is a block level scope, is defined here. This has the least visibility, means this person name, this particular person name cannot be used in different level of anywhere, only in this try catch block. Okay, or wherever. If you define something here, a block, and would say, something, let's say, let a greet default greet message, or uh, greet message is equal to hello guest. Okay, so this has visibility to this function only, I mean this level only. So a more narrow level of a more yeah, more concise level of a scope is introduced in ES6. So as I said, being a good programmer, or it is good to declare your variable with the least scope whenever it is required. I mean, when as much as possible, not whenever required. Try to define the variables with least scope as much as possible. Okay, uh, what is const? We all know const, you all know it's a constant variable, means once the value is assigned to it, cannot be modified. Okay, but these two value, but these two keyword, sorry, these two keyword has visibility to the block level. Okay, so I think, yeah, that's all about this video. Thank you.